Did you know Spain once had a golden age that wasn't led by kings or crusaders, but by Muslims? In the 9th and 10th centuries, while much of Europe struggled through the Dark Ages, a part of Spain flourished with knowledge, justice, and peace. Let's uncover the real story of when Muslims ruled Al-Andalus and how it changed lives forever. In the early 8th century, which is specifically the year 711, Muslim forces crossed from North Africa into the Iberian Peninsula. Their leader, Tariq ibn Ziyad, landed at Gibraltar with around 7,000 soldiers. But what's often forgotten, or intentionally left out, is how remarkably peaceful this conquest was. The ruling Visigoths of Spain were already weakened by civil war and public dissatisfaction. Many towns and cities surrendered without resistance. Instead of mass killings, Muslim commanders made agreements with local leaders. In exchange for peace and cooperation, the Muslims guaranteed protection of property, religious freedom, and fair governance. There are very few recorded mass casualties or widespread destruction during this campaign. By the year 716, most of the Iberian Peninsula was under Muslim rule. Not through genocide, but through alliances, treaties, and the collapse of an unjust regime. Now fast forward to the 9th and 10th centuries. While London and Paris were still dealing with disease, famine, and poor sanitation, the cities of Al-Andalus, like Cordoba, Seville, and Granada, were beacons of civilization. Cordoba in the 10th century had over 300 public baths, while most of Christian Europe had none. The city had more than 70 libraries. The Royal Library of Cordoba alone was said to house over 400,000 books. At a time when most kings in Europe couldn't read, Muslim Spain had street lighting, hospitals with surgical instruments, and advanced irrigation systems that turned arid lands into lush gardens. Christians and Jews lived peacefully alongside Muslims, even holding high positions in government and science. This era became known as La Convivencia, the coexistence. During this time, philosophers like Averroes, mathematicians like Al-Zarawi, and scientists like Abbas ibn Firnas, who attempted flight centuries before the Wright brothers, made their mark. Even the average Christian peasant in Al-Andalus had better living conditions than his counterpart in feudal France or England. But then came the Reconquista. In the late 15th century, the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella began expelling Muslims and Jews. By the year 1492, Granada, the last Muslim stronghold, fell. And what happened next? Muslims and Jews were forced to convert or be exiled. Thousands were tortured or killed during the Spanish Inquisition, and Spain's golden age of tolerance and knowledge quickly faded. Ironically, after the Muslims were pushed out, the same lands that once housed world-class libraries and medical schools became religiously intolerant and economically stagnant. Al-Andalus wasn't just a Muslim state, it was a shared civilization. It showed the world that knowledge knows no religion, that tolerance brings prosperity, and that when faiths live together, humanity rises. But when fear replaces wisdom and hatred replaces harmony, the darkness returns. History is not just about what we remember, but also about what we choose to forget. And Al-Andalus must never be forgotten.